Alright, so I just failed my last video because I did not buy Bandicam and didn't know that it only recorded for 10 minutes. So I just I guess I'll just go through what I sort of just did here this past little week. This was one of the hardest weeks of waiting I've had, and it was even a bit longer, and I was like slightly paranoid this whole time, right? So as you can see, I just earned a lot of maple points or reward points, and seems like oh yeah, more than that too. Those were from little purchases, and yeah, so this was all from the 16th, 17th. Okay, wait, what? Oh wait, these are from earlier. That's from the fourth. So from the fourth to like now, this last one, just right now tonight. Anyway, so reward points are pretty important. You can get a lot of glowing cubes and stuff to upgrade your gear as you buy out mesos for certain items, which I did have one example in the last video. I'll just use the same one. And so in the auction house here, this is where we're going next because this is. Oh, I forgot I'm not playing in full screen. So after all that, I'm not playing in full screen. Anyways, so we just bought my last piece of armor, and we're also not selling my old armor. So yeah, so we just bought this for 500 bill. That was my single most expensive purchase because I got pretty lucky on. Anyways, Eternal Thief. So a lot of the Eternal equipment just crashed a lot, and so did the potentials a lot, which is really good for new players. To say, where was this perfect hat? It wasn't like perfect. It was just a good example. Um, oh yeah, I guess like see stuff like this. Like that's a 5-line thief hat for only 40, and it gets scrolled too with luck and HP. Those are really like that's the best it can really have. Same as mine, and that's only 40 bill now. That was like 100 bill like 2 weeks ago, and the reason for that is Star Force got changed, and so a lot of it isn't. I don't want to say the equipment's halved in price because that's far from true. The equipment hasn't halved in price. It's sort of all just fallen like that sort of chunk of like 80 bill. So like stuff that like this is worse than mine. I paid. Well, that's fair. It almost hasn't really fallen to be completely fair. It just doesn't really sell. So like you can't really expect to sell very many items. But anyways, so I'm gonna get out of that because we already seen the auction house and it's a small screen. So basically this event that just went through is what I'll go through because it was really cool for me to see too how fast the economy sort of changed right now, but not that changed. It's like people sort of maybe got enough of their own items that seem lucky enough to not consider investing through where the hell was it's the Traces of Time thing. Um, I just can't even. Oh yeah, this thing. So there was like at least 3 cubes, and holding bonus is really important. So like people just got a lot of 5-line items out of nowhere now from like this weekly event. It was only like 3 cubes a week, but it still lasted like 3 months, right? So, well, it's yeah. I can't believe how fast this event really flew by. Wow, that was really crazy. Anyways, so yeah, there's a lot of nice gear floating around nowadays, and it's all so basically down to like you can buy the chunk, I guess. Like buying 100 bill item for $500 was just too insane. And then now missing 300 on like an $800 item to five, and then 300 maybe off of like a $2,000 item doesn't seem like you want to work on it. So I'll basically bring that into perspective. Like I just worked on my own total control, and the total control is like the most expensive item that you cannot trade afterwards. So it's basically an entire loss. So you never, right? So you can never get anything back from it, and it costs the most. So what are you really gonna do with the total control? You're gonna have to make it essentially. And I actually did make this for about half the cost. The scrolls, I did obviously overbuy on the scrolls. I got really lucky scrolling. The stat difference doesn't matter, but it's a really nice attack power bonus. I mean, having it godly scrolled is just nice, even though there's like no difference between godly or not. I mean, there's 313s on here, and I think it's only like 60% chance to get 12 or something like that. So, or it's even less. So that's like 11, like 30% chances in a row, basically. But it like only made like a 5 attack power difference. It's like not really good. Anyway, so it was just a nice item. The potential takes at least 100 cubes on average, but some people are going to just roll a free eternal, and it's going to be in there for 40 billion. So you can really get lucky on some nice equips. I'll go through all my equips, I guess, right now. Maybe I'll go through the damage range. I don't have exactly everything the way it could be, but I just obviously couldn't wait forever to make a gear video, and I just got my final item. So I mean, now I can actually play the game, right? I'm basically bursting like almost. Well, I guess I could go. We'll just see how that works for a second in a minute. So I finally just got that. It's now more visible in the full screen. So double prime, double prime. I mean, yeah, it's not a trip. It's not a 3 line bonus, but like I was happy with it. And just that way, I mean, one day I'll be like, I hate this. I wish it was a 20% pot instead, but I'll just take it for now. Anyway, so we'll go through the gear. My cape is Arcane Umbra. Hard to replace. I mean, it's just because it's just such a large cost, and obviously I wasn't going to be able to put 200 or 300 bill into before there. So it's like, will I fill those in? Yeah, but am I too eager? Not really. It's not like I'm the highest level Night Lord in the game or anything. So it's like, I do want to grind with some noob items, I guess. It just makes sense. I like the 21 star glove as well. It fits in with my 23, 21. I'm doing that on purpose, basically. But I'm also too scared. Actually, I am just too scared. I'm not gonna lie. So am I gonna hit this? I'm gonna try to hit this 21 next destruction Sunday, but who knows, right? Anyway, so yeah, so my cape is just a base, whatever. Missing the 3%, but my shoes a double prime, missing a 2 in the bonus for 2 line. Glove is fair, but it's honestly at war still. My Eternal Thief bandana, my obviously most favorite and coveted item that I get to wear. Cosmetically, I love it, and the fact that its stats are undeniably successful, there's the usage point, right? And it's more of a Night Lord item. Like, Night Lord doesn't really use any cooldown, so the stats on it mean more to me, I guess, like my class. Other luck classes may not see the use in this particular item, rather the stats. I like the stats. The beefy stats are okay for me. I could still use cooldown, I guess, somehow, but who cares how? Just an average top, bottom average. Shoulder's pretty good, but really we failed on the 1% crit, so it's fail. TC is good enough. I mean, what was I gonna get an 866? Probably not. My emblem is actually my Mitra is the most fail thing I have. We've got a double 2 line, so we're going up to 200 mil range on a Mitra swap. So that's one of the main things I have to look forward to. Also to mention, I am 900% luck, 917 in here actually. I don't even think I have my. Oh yeah, this is with the Xenon perk though. So bossing, actually, we'll go to the bossing, just because there's a difference there. I don't have every single bossing skill. I'm missing like 1 or 2 things that I wanted to level. Okay, so yeah, we are 902% luck, which is very awesome, and sort of just lost some all stats on my top the other day getting HP on it. So, not that it matters, but I was going a little higher into it. And with no badge, I guess. So, is 1,000 possible? I honestly, the difference in getting 1,000 is just too ridiculous. So, I don't even know. Honestly, I would say no, just because you don't buy those items. But yeah, I guess 1,000 nowadays, good for us, right? We're actually close. No, but damage was a really awesome thing that some people don't mention to use in the game that I want to say. From hyperstat, I see a lot of people ignore damage in hyperstat and add like other things. Damage is like it's quite literally the best hyperstat. I guess in terms with crit damage, I even say damage is better. So that's just me, but it's like obviously crit damage has to be better. But like yeah, so um I've got that going on. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, so we'll get to that. So a Mitra Switch gets me to 200 mil range. That's awesome. We got my charm, which is pretty nice. I actually just rolled that bonus pretty fast with glowings. I believe I used like 80 glowings on it or like 50. It was becoming a little bit of a drag actually. I was like 80 and like I got nothing the whole time. So it's like you know what it takes and then you actually get the fail and you're like happy about it. So that's still an arcane weapon and it's pretty good, nice. I got it for just a fair price, only 55 bill. I was like, yeah, no matter what, I keep this for an attack claw. Even with like after I cube Jenny for boss, I guess. So just an average daybreak 5 line. Looking for a better flam on it. Got to get that 100 luck. No, that doesn't even happen. Just average book, Dreamy Belt, another just 8-6, 10-10. A nice 8-8 on the source. 3 flame. Gollix ring, just obviously typical 8-6. 3 line, but all stat, Dawn ring, you still like it. You gotta have it. Commanding force, 3 line, all stats again, you gotta love it. And then at least only a 1 all stat on the patch, but we got that 13-7-10. Can't miss out on any good items, right? And then we got a ring, just another awesome terror. To match the divinity, I guess. It does sort of go. I mean, with the 40%, there's got to be some source of use besides getting a 3 line bonus, which would have costed like 900 bill for like absolutely no change. It would even be like what? It'd be like a 656, and it'd still be like more than this. It'd be more than this with a 12.99, and I'd just like never have considered buying it. So I love that ring. Anyways, my Berserk's actually my failed item, so that's a shout out, or rather an appreciative gesture. We got a 6-6 in here. If anyone needs to have a better item than me, jump on that Berserked. And yeah, so that's it. I like the items; they're pretty nice. Obviously, I want to switch every single thing that isn't perfect, but works out that I can't do that. So with this buff here, we're at 200% normal monster damage. So my damage isn't exactly. I mean, another video will obviously emphasize. Oh yeah, that's actually the last thing I didn't change. I just remembered now. I just finished my Arteria quest line, so just to show maybe some of what the range is doing, I guess at the same time. So around 300k range per orb. I guess there was 10 of them. So like, hey, what's going on? Not enough mesos. I just spent them all, but that's not true because I have 7 bill. All right. So yeah, that was I guess an idea of if. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't use quite enough. So well, I'll just do my damage really quickly on some mushrooms, or I don't know why mushrooms, but so my flares like almost 20, but with 200% monster damage, it's not much. It's nowhere near accurate. So like over 20 bills, but so it's basically enough to one shot at 294. Having that is oh, this is my bossing too, not my training, which is slightly lower, I guess, without bravado. I'll I guess the training range doesn't really matter. I don't know which boss I can do right now. I don't think I did dark. Oh, I did. I can't even really kill Hilla right now. We'll go to Hilla. Actually, it was without divinity. So watch me fail Hilla again. Wait, could I not do it on normal? Okay, wait. I might not even be able to do normal Hilla. We'll just do this for a second. Oh, I have my throwing star thing on something else. Okay, so that's how. Yeah, I accidentally put my throwing star on C by accident. I mean, a key that I can barely press. Okay, so we just did about 25% on the burst in a minute on hard V Hilla, which is like cool. I don't really want to stay in there yet. There's my sacrifice. Um, that wasn't the boss I can burst. That was I can't go to whatever I can't do. Hard Damien's pretty whatever. Is my best example. I just did them all. Can I get to this? I'm not a good bosser anyways. I'm sitting in my couch and I'm on my laptop on my lap. And it's all tilty. But like I'm not very good, just to say. I guess we'll just yeah, oh yeah. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I didn't show off. My Hexa is at nothing. So like my 5% throwing star barrage, this goes to 60% from 15 right now. And like so like that's like down a ton and like so that's at 5. This is 2800 and this is a nice attack deep strike and it goes to 11,000 or something. So like this even like 5 times is in damage. This thing like doubles, and this does a lot. Like this almost does like yeah. So basically, my Hexa would take me down to like 60%ing hard Vihilla if I just got Hexa with this gear. I guess that's basically the only in 1 minute. So 1 minute bursting like more than like half of Vihilla basically. I don't know what type of comparison that is, not being able to do it, but I do hard Damien in like 2 minutes or three. I'll maybe make a 285 video, something important, and I'll put that in. I guess I'm getting too long. Well, I'm not getting too long. I just actually don't have anything else. I thought I had some stuff, but yeah, with my low hexa, the bossing isn't like there's nowhere near accurate. And I keep forgetting about that. This sucks, actually. But yeah. Oh, and I wasn't using my continuous either. The debate between Ring of Restraint and continuous, I think continuous is just easier to control, and like you're gonna die using restraint and stuff, especially on like what just happened at Vihilla there. No matter what, you just end up dying, just pressing another button or just talking for a sec. So I think like it's easier to just not have to worry about it and use the continuous, in my opinion. Plus, it's a gold ring. I mean, like in my opinion, it's just like you use it, right? Um, Obviously, I need to scroll this and try to get a 5, but then it'll be useful for sure. I mean, it already is. Oh yeah, my XP stack. I really I have this. So this is also why I'm making a video today, because I just got on the grind where I have to use all my event items at once, which I don't suggest anybody doing because it feels like a lot of work. But I still got time. I've gotten. Can I get my thing for my? Oh, hey, come on! As if this is like the most important thing in the whole thing. Well, these are nice. So like, there's gonna be even more better items next week. Anyways, I've seen so many chains of resentment from Ride or Die. There's like and none of them are in the auction house. It's like they release like 100 billion, like 100,000 trillion in Ride or Die chains, and there's not even one in the auction house. They're all like high priced. Anyways, was there anything else to talk about in this event? I mean, the event's over. How it helped, I'm trying to think, just to keep in mind for anybody that. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was the Spiegelette Golden Strawberry Farm. These come back once a week, and that's the one thing you may like. You need to pay attention to is because you get 5 of them a week, and it takes about 3 to get to 185, and that's only doing a level 101 quest character, and spending about 15 minutes, and like you might as well get Absolab gear for like 800 mil or whatever, so 1 bill. So with a 1 billion investment, you could easily just do that and then sauna for about 17 hours, which is about $100. But so you can get level 3 link skills in about a level 101 quest line, 10 minutes in the auction house, 15 minutes in Spiegelet's farm, and then 17 hours in the background, right? So that's basically what I did for my link skills, and I am missing a few and some of them are slightly important, but I also need well, I guess I'll even talk about the next one thing I can do is level Lin to take out because I'm still using Phantom, so I can use Lin's 10% crit if I put a marksman, which I haven't even created, into my Legion grid for 5% more crit. So then I can get like 10% boss damage and 5% HP, which is pretty good because it's getting me up to 500%. So those little tens and little things I can do are gonna like even things out a little more and stuff. Oh yeah, let's work. Boss range is 624 unbuffed. That's not a oh that's a buff. 613 mil unbuffed. That's okay. I mean, at least I'm halfway to a trillion. I think with just Buster, oh that's not Buster. Where was I with 700? I think I can get past. I had a way. 889. I swear I was at 1T somehow. I don't. Did I just miss a buff? I missed something there. Well, I'm pretty sure I was at 1T at 1 second, so I don't know what it was, but I can buff to 1T, which is still low, I guess. Because Sunny and 100 trill range defeats the game, but so we're 110k luck. That's pretty great. I am a great man. The next, I mean, it's secured considering saying the final orb will push me past. I guess you don't consider it because you train with the Pendant of the Spirit. So, but when it comes down to bossing, boom, 110k stat. We're happy with that. 110k Night Lord. $100 billion spent from my real life bank account, and that was pretty good. No, but somebody was curious around what it would cost to get to buy a Night Lord in Scania instead of Reboot. It's about like 30,000, or so any character. I guess Night Lord was technically cheap at this time. I find Strength was the higher priced gear, so I mean a Dex character is slightly cheaper. So I'd say maybe 20,000 out of 30, but that's for a 900% no badge. So I mean you don't really have to go anywhere near as high as I did, but to say I'm barely one-shotting at 295 without, I mean, with a Pendant of the Spirit, and that's like without any meso gear because Night Lords are generally weak. So yeah, without that boost, I'm pretty sure I can do it. So I have max grinding pace. I don't care about meso gear or anything. That doesn't bother me. So I'm pretty much settled where I am, knowing that I can pend into the spirit grind in the worst case, and I'm I guess all bossed up. I guess. I mean, I need like it'd be nice to be able to get like because of this event to 20% and stuff. I'd love to get into 600%, but like I don't even really know how right now because I am just needing to grind and like I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't have Demon Slayer in here, so that's only gonna make up for this Burning Beyond event and even this buff over here. I think has 20%, doesn't it? 30%. So I'm losing a ton of this, I guess. So this isn't exactly accurate. My boss is really low, anyways. I'm not really a hardcore bosser, but when my hex is up, I can run down Vihilla. I mean, I just changed my look like the other day. I liked this stuff. My regular clothes. It's cool, Kate. Man, there's so much awesome NX items. I paid 50 billion for this thing, and it went down to like 20 billion. They released it the literal like 3 days later. I was like, damn. I just really want. I was like, this is the perfect sword for this. Like I'm like totally Inuyasha, right? Like, Lord Inuyasha. Anyways, that's I'm going too far with not having anything left to do besides go through my Legion characters just for the fun of it. Got Shadow Dalton, Puff the Magic, Mercedes Mats, Kana, SBW, small breasted woman because she's Asian, right? No, Kinetic Menergy, Avenge Me Fold, Brute Kaiser, Angelica Zero, Smo Young, Chilluminous, Zenchan, Bishop Whitlock, Mihal 2500 HP, even though I'm never going to get the final HP grid on my grid. So I guess it's a sarcastic name. Chani Shack, Watercaster, Fireboy, Larabiskov, Mojwan Lu. Real Samurai, you know. Look at her. She's a beast. Chick Shady, Kali Guru, Ace Queen, Not One Blade One, IDX Walker, and my unfinished characters here. Oh, Blaster. We got one blasting off. Wild Hunter, that is the next burn, is not complete, so there's even another point or something. Or Legion levels. 100 from this guy, actually. Apparently coming in an event. Um, Battle Maged, and Hero Not Goku. This is my Hyper Burner. We're going LAPD 2 on that Hyper Burninator Dragon Knight, and because I want 6% HP and try to fix you. So that's pretty much it. Pokemon Arc. Oh, I Buckwheat. Live by Gun. Chonanier. Chon Warrior. Ballin and Billiam, and this new Ren, which I should have worked on. Surprisingly enough, I didn't even get the little event stuff from it. I guess I still have some time. And that's it, I guess. Made it to level 280. 280 feels nice and huge, even though it's the tiniest level in the game. Because we are now at... Let's just see for a minute here. I can't even. But I believe, what's the calculation? 2.5% a level. I mean an hour right now. So we're only 40 hours away. So essentially, I guess that's the culminative activity in this. We've realized that we have over 40 hours here. Not 40 hours, 70 hours, so 80 hours it'll be. Oh no, not 80 hours. Oh no, I have more of these. Anyways, okay, so 65 hours currently, so 70 then. and 2.5% a level. So we're almost 282 with another near equal stack. I guess half of those. So yeah, we're pushing almost 283. I guess once I finish this grind, and I guess that's all I have to do. And I've been really lazy on the grind. I've actually been happy about sawing Legion characters more than anything. And now I have to just do one little grind, and then I only have VIP blacks from here, so that's a really slow progress. But I guess that's the point of gearing up and feeling happy about it, is that you don't have to think about items along the way. But I guess that's sort of the fun part. I mean, all the events and little things you can get. I don't think you need 6 line on half the classes. I mean, like 5 point, like 1 line, or I don't know what I exactly have here at 900%. I would call it like 5.2 line or something, 5.3 line maybe. Because like most of, yeah, like I don't know. Maybe I guess I can only be 5.2 line. So 5.2 line Night Lord, in my opinion. Whatever, maybe 5.5. Is it? No, I don't think so. I honestly feel this is 5.2. So just because of the emblems fail, and it's like one of the biggest parts, it's like 5%. You can get 10% total range from both lines. So I mean, I guess that's whatever. The one thing I was so mad about was that I was dreaming attack damage on this thing. At least I got it though. At least I got another line in it. I was actually feeling it though. Why couldn't it even have? Oh, I just love this game. I just love the 13-13-7 for Tay Swift and her adoring fans. I mean, from her adoring fans. You know, they'd sacrifice anything for her second line. She can be unicubed, you know. I mean, she's perfect in every way. Anyways, we're out of this game for now, and love to post this video. I hope it's interesting, I guess. I mean, I will, I mean, it's just a really slow grind from here, so that's essentially how to start, in a way, I guess, to understand maybe some of the things. Like, you spam out mesos from the meso market for certain items. There's no way you ever cube them, and then you big items like that, you basically have to take your chances cubing your own or something. Like, I'll just actually go back for that one item just for once. It's gonna be in miniature mode because I'm too lazy. Just to see if there's anywhere to go. Like, to start a total control is $500, and like like a 3 line pot, you're almost guaranteed up to 1,000, which is only yeah, which is already 200 bills. So like, you don't know what to do, right? Like, you have to buy, you have to meso market it. Like, that bonus, that fail bonus doesn't take that much to re-enhance, and 30% is pretty hard to get. Like, that's 100 bill. So like, there's the price of it already. It's like one that you wish didn't fail, and then it's like that's the price, and there aren't too much for just this item. It's just like one of the crazy ones. I was happy to do it. Like a 3% bonus with a 3% bonus line, and then the top can't do anything, right? So the top's totally failed, and then you're looking at a 3 line bonus pot for 200 bill. So there's like almost nothing you can do realistically. What's like, mine is, yeah. That's a 1 trill clean. Like, there's the triple luck 22 star 1T. You gotta go for it, right? So there's the real difference. 108 attack. Those are advanced scrolls. Those were free. My scrolls were, I used. So these were the scrolls I used. Um, Usually something like that will reflect in the price. I think this 850 thing has them. No, this wasn't scrolled with that. Oh wow, that's a nice one, right? Oh, this, yeah. So there's the typical idea. 22 star unscrolled. 1310 3-line bonus, a beautiful int TC. Only 600 then. But so the scrolls for armor V are so that would take you up to 1 trill basically using them. Oh, not V armor. They are V weapon. Scroll for V. I actually needed help knowing these two. So the event scrolls get you to like 103 attack. This is what I'll mention. And these give you 50. So you get 33 and 103. And these basically get you 80 and 130. So it's like 80 stats. So it's like, I don't know, 500 luck, I guess, at 900% difference. And like 30 weapon attack, which is like enough. So say almost nearly 100 attack. And oh, that's magic attack. Yeah, so magic attack's really cheap. Did I just overpay? Two-handed weapon. Two-handed must. Did I just pay a ridiculous price? Oh no, yeah, see. Yeah, two-handed weapon was 30 bill each. Actually, I got a lot of them for cheaper than that. Two-handed weapon attack. These are all. Now I'm ruining my video here. Searching through something I can't find for no reason. Yeah, okay, yes. The scrolls are like 30 bill each. I got a lot of them for 26 actually, which is really nice as well. 27, I believe. So yeah, there's certain items that you basically have to create, use the event scrolls on. You can't just like waste what the price is. It's just doesn't make sense. But this thing only costed me about, I want to say 600 bill max. So I only invested 600 total, and I got the scrolls. So basically, it's as good as like I basically got free scrolls on it somehow, and they ended up all godly. So oh, and it's a 23. Oh yeah, that thing was a 22. Yeah, this thing's worth a lot. This thing's awesome. I love this thing. Even though it's failed, it's like the most awesome thing. Anyways, I'm out. I love my character, and if there's plenty ways to start MapleStory, I'd love to say. But you can't really play like I'll go to this character. I didn't remove any of my items on it. Oh yeah, you can also Scissors of Karma with reward points. That's what I should have mentioned as well. So like to transfer your gear. That's one thing I forget about too. So like I got some okay items on this as well. So you might have an idea that you may be able to play like this, but you sort of really can't. Um, I mean, I don't want to say you can't. So like all unique epics with like I didn't fully go for it yet. I mean I didn't spend all the time like doing the free cubes. Like that could be an epic bonus, but like 13 attack power sort of just adds up to being enough for a while. But with like some 22 star Abso and like fail like well this is really good assassin. This stuff's like 250 bill or so. And it does enough. Like that whatever this is, you know. So like some like this was like only 35 bill. So like pretty good stuff, but like I guess now it's actually way cheaper. So this stuff now is probably like 15 bill because I just overpaid for it before the star forcing event because now you can star force all those items I guess cheaper and easier. But I guess the star forcing event was a fail, but you might have some idea that you may be able to do like all epic unique. But now with the star forcing event, essentially you need to invest in a couple better items. Like you're never gonna want to do past 17 star on like your beginner items. You're only gonna want to do like that, like 17 star Dawn boss pretty much, and then like you'll go to a berserk. That's where you want it. That's where you're gonna think you want your first item or something from the auction house. But like those items I have, like the 22 star Abso, didn't really like allow me to play that well on this character yet. Well, let's just see what this Berserk is. Oh, so this is like pretty fail actually for 170 bill. That's too much for just a double prime Berserk. That's horrible. Did Berserk rise in price or something? Holy shit. Maybe. That's one of the things I can upgrade. What do I have? This Berserk is mine, and it's 150 bill, and it's got no stat. It's a fail flame. I guess none of my stuff did go down. It just doesn't sell. Never mind, I didn't lose any money. I guess I didn't lose 10,000. Anyways, yeah, so like you might be able to think you can use like a good enough overpriced armor set, but it doesn't really get you far enough. So I don't really know what to do besides buy perfect item by perfect item and stuff that you can like. I don't know. It's a really hard game, I guess, when it comes down to budgeting and what you should really do. You can maintain VIP Black and just level up for months on end to get to like 285 and use your MVP Resort to make your Legion or train your main even more. And within a few months, you can get the level and stuff. And that's what I was going to say was maybe there's certain items that you may find always hold their top values and you may fit them in certain spots. Maybe whatever, I don't know. I guess I don't want to give any bad advice exactly. But it's hard to play because each item is so expensive and it doesn't really get you each further. And the little stuff in the background seems to work later on for some players. Like once the Legion is fully up. Wait, you know what? This character might not have her link skill set in at all. Oh, it doesn't. So I guess she can do a little better now with her Legion and link skills. What's her crit damage at? Yeah, 96%. Maybe she can play, actually. I haven't used her in a long time. This actually may be enough. Sorry that I said this might not be enough. Where was it? No, I don't think it is. But you can get to 60 mil range, I believe, can train at level 285. But what was I going to say here? Oh, yeah, because you can only buy a Frontier Pass on one character. But if this character was your main character, you can do double damage, which I don't even have the orbs anywhere near max. We'll just go to the Arcane River. Where do I even go here? I actually don't even know where to go. Oh no, I'm Grandis now. I don't have the Frontier Pass on this character. But yeah, so she's only like a lot shotting. I mean, that's no buff. She has a buff I can use too. She has Shadow Partner. But like a 4-hit account, basically. I mean, this is no link skills either. Or buffs. I'm just too lazy to put them on. But anyways, so as you can see, you need a like this is almost, well, when I bought it at the time, it was almost like 2,000 total, and maybe now it would resell for like 600-700 because all the 22-star stuff that was good just crashed. So like that's like obsolete now. An Absolab 22 shoulder, because you'll get like Umbra for that price for like 50 billion. So like whatever. But anyways, so I guess that's the point I'd like to make about how everything sort of just crashed. So there's a dip on most of this stuff that is useful. So I guess if you did get like a full Abso set and stuff like this, and then worked on one item at a time, like you're considering Pitch Boss at max to be useful for every character and resell. So essentially you want to run like maybe junk with like max accessories and try to score a godly heart on the event with event cubes, and the scrolls are really good for it. which I believe they may be hard to find for some, but they're like in here somewhere. I don't even. Now I'm just going on forever. This is gonna be the longest video nobody ever needs to watch. Um, what was it? Enhancement? Yeah, so like Karma Heart Scrolls. So you get enough of this Avernium through the event to maybe even unique some of your own items. The legendary event rings are very useful as well for these characters. That I actually should be using another one on here. I'm probably gonna put it on my Dragon Knight. My goal was, I guess, to get two or three rings on it, just so maybe it can be a champion in the arena because you get two champions anyway. And I'm not gonna buy any strength items for it besides like Dawn Boss or whatever. So, anyways, I guess that's the before I just ramble on too long and it gets uninteresting, I'll just end it here. Thanks for watching.